PhatPhish Guitar Studio. I'm Dave and welcome to the Absolute Beginners series of guitar tutorials. You're actually joining partway through the series and I recommend you do these in order, so I'll put a link in the information section down there to part 1 so you can start and go through these in order. See you back here once you've been through the earlier tutorials. Okay, so we've learned the A major chord and the D major chord and how to play them with the simple bass note and strum solo pattern. I'm going to introduce a new chord now. This third chord is the E major chord, and I'm going to put that together with the A and the D, and I'll give you something which you'll probably recognise and will probably stick with you for most of your guitar playing career, to be honest. Let's look at the E major chord. E major chord, we start off forming that by fretting the G at the first fret to give us a G sharp, and for that we use our first finger. Volume control would help. And we use the middle finger, big finger, and fret the 5th string at the 2nd fret, so that A fretted at the 2nd string, and the 2nd fret gives us a B. And with the ring finger, 3rd finger, bring that down on the 2nd fret of the D string, and that gives us an E. As before, once you've played that, you've fretted the notes of that chord, check that you're not damping any of the strings, because we want the open top E, an open B, the fretted G, which gives us a G sharp, the fretted D gives us an E, fretted A string to give us a B, and we want the open bottom E string. In this chord as well, we can play with the bottom 2 strings as our bass notes, so playing 5th string, then the chord, bottom E string, and the chord. So take a bit of time to get comfortable with playing that chord with that strumming pattern and being able to just place your fingers on the fingerboard and form that E major chord. Now we're going to put that chord together with the A and D chord into a more useful chord progression. And I say useful, this is a very, very common chord progression, and I think probably every guitar player out there knows this one, and it will stand you in really good stead to be able to play it in this chord progression. So we're going to start off with the A major chord, and we're going to play that with that. I'm going to play that through 4 times. Then we're going to change to the D major chord and play that with the same bass and strum pattern we played originally with the 4th and 5th strings as a bass note. We're going to play that pattern through twice. Then we're going to go back to the A major chord and play that with the pattern through twice. I'm going to go to the E major chord, play that through 1 time. Go to the D major chord and play that through 1 time. Then go back to the A major chord and play that twice. Now you might have recognised the way that sounded. See, there's little breaks between the chords there, but if you put them together and play them through, you get what's called the 12-bar blues in the key of A. In the key of A, because we're starting on an A chord. And it sounds like this. So this is sort of like my initial objective. You've got your first guitar, you don't know how to play it, but showing you how to tune it, how to pick notes, how to fret notes, how to play chords. And you've now been able to learn 3 chords and put them together in into what is possibly the most common chord progression. I reckon pretty much every guitar player out there knows the 12-bar blues and probably plays it, if not every day, certainly every week. It's a great chord progression, everybody knows it, and when you get together with other guitarists to jam, the 12-bar blues chord progression is always a good place to start because you pretty much guarantee that everybody knows it. So that is sort of like the end of part one of this this series of videos. I'm going to do some more to take you a little bit further on your guitar playing journey, but if you've reached this point, you know enough now to be able to go away and practice putting those chords together. You've got something that it sounds musical, it is very useful, you've got some useful picking technique for playing individual notes and chords, you know how to fret notes, there's lots of techniques that you can take forward in your playing, and you've got something that if somebody says, right, you've got a guitar, what can you play? Play something, impress me. Once you've got that, your fingers around that, you've got a piece of music that you can play, other people will recognise. Hopefully that's inspired you and is giving you confidence that you can play guitar and you can play something that sounds good and musical, and if anybody hears it, they'll kind of recognise that you're getting a bit more proficient with the guitar. As I said earlier on, don't try to run before you can walk. Get comfortable with each one of those chords and work your way through. Only play as fast as you can play comfortably. Speed will always come with time. It's more important that you're controlled and accurate, and then you can build the speed up later. Okay, take a little bit of a break now, and then we'll come back with some more tutorials in this series. We'll look at some more chords and some more technique and some stuff to take your guitar playing forward. But that's all for now. Cheers.